Hello everybody, Bilston here. I hope you guys are doing well, having a great day or a great night, and let's jump into the charts. Okay, so you guys know the drill. This is my first analysis on Bitcoin only, and I will start from A to Z. Okay, so I will be fast here, and then we jump in the last action. That's what matters. Okay, let's go. So interesting thing here about the whole picture is this. Some people call it this period here as a bear market and this one here as a bear market as well. But what we know, a bear market is made of lower highs and higher lows. So this is a fact, okay? And we don't have any of this here for Bitcoin. Okay, so technically speaking, this is not correct. Okay, because even in this scenario here, we can say this one was not this one, sorry, this guy here was lower low. Yes, but not compared with this one here. Okay, if we draw a line here, it's crystal clear we are in an uptrend, so there is no bear market for Bitcoin. Okay, so now let's take a look. So a little more info before. Let's take a look on volume and OBV. Okay, so here we had a winter pivot from the seasons pivot, my theory, and then we had another one here before the continuation in 2016. Then we had another one here, winter pivot as well, another one here, winter pivot. Here we had the summer pivot, and here we had, not here, sorry, on this guy here, another winter pivot. Okay, just some insights about the action. And also we had another one here. Okay, so have these numbers in mind. Let's take a quick look for OBV. Okay, so here we had our run, and so okay, so the bullish divergence is not clear on the monthly chart, but it's clear on the weekly chart. We will jump into this chart in a few minutes. Before, let's cover all the bigger picture so we can have a better understanding of everything. Okay, so this scenario right here wasn't a bear market at all, but if we use Elliott setup, we have the ABC here. Okay, so this is A, this is B, and this is C, and then we had our continuation. Okay, let me see that there are something else here. Let me check the number. Just a second, please. Okay, so was about the winter pivot. Okay, I think we had another one here. Yes, we had another one here. So when we talk about the winter pivot, we are talking about 3 months. Okay, that's the range for the bears or the bulls to do their stuff. And here you see it's December, January, and February. And right after, we didn't make a single lower low. Okay, since this point, after the winter, we only had higher lows. Okay, so very significant. Have the numbers in mind. And now let's jump into the weekly. Okay, we didn't had a divergence here. Let me see. Okay, we didn't had nothing special from this period here, but here we had. Okay, I will highlight so you guys have a better idea. So this is our, just a second. Okay, so this is our high, no news here, and this is our low, no news here, This is our lower high compared to the previous one, no news here. And then our higher low, no news here. Very, very aggressive in volume, okay? And then we had a bull break here in the buyer's volume or buyer's pressure, okay? Because here we have a high compared to the previous one, but here we have a lower high compared to the other one. Okay, so another thing here. Okay, so let's take a look on volume as well. And we had on this event here more volume than we had before all this time here. The last time we had odds volume was on May 2017. Okay, so very significant. And like I said before, months and months ago, the bulls were in control for Bitcoin. Okay, they never lost control. And now let's take a look on the bigger structure, on what we had first, what we had, and right after what we have right now. Okay, so back in the day when I was talking about the last train, this was the scenario that we had. Let's take this guy here. Okay, so forget this action here, okay, just for a second, and let's focus on this guy here only for now, okay, so you have a better understanding. So back in the day we had our high, our higher low, lower high, higher low, lower high, and we had some bullish activity here, the bulls trying to maintain and protect the higher low, and we had a perfect bullish continuation pattern. Okay, in technical analysis we read what is written. Okay, so back in the day this was the bullish scenario for continuation that everybody were looking for, but we know that we had a problem with something that I can't spoke here, and then we had this drop, and let's take a look on this drop as well. As you guys can see, it's a higher low, okay, and this is all the way bullish. If we end up in this range here, making like a double bottom, etc., it would be bearish in my opinion. So will not be the best scenario, but not the worst. And looking at the pattern now, first we will start from the bad scenarios. So we will address what is wrong and what is not valid, okay? And then we jump into what is correct, what we really have right now. So I saw some people making draws like, okay, so it's people who are clueless about patterns, okay? And I'm going to show you why. We saw this scenario here, and then when we pierced this, they are calling this a trend line, okay? And this is not a trend line. I will show you what a trend line is. This is a trend line, which marks the trend, the bull trend, or a bear trend, okay? So for the bull market, the trend line goes below, and for the bear market, the trend line goes above. Okay, so just another hint so you guys fully understand what's happening. And so when we pierced this line here, I saw many people calling for a bull break. We broke the trend line and now it's a bull break, it's move wrong again. Okay, so in my draws, what I do this. So even this one here, that there's no problem. Okay, so this is how I draw patterns. Okay, so every day I am improving my reading and my technical analysis. Also for my trading setup, the way that I read the structures, and I am, as you guys can see here, I am only tagging the valid pivots, not the speculative pivots. Okay, and so for this little guy here, the last one, we already have a valid pivot here. Okay, but some exchanges still don't have. So before continuing here, I will wait a few more days, and then I will tag this lower high here. Okay, and so remember, back in the day we had this scenario which gave us this bullish continuation setup, and then change it with this guy here. But the bigger picture, as you guys can see, haven't changed. Can you see? So what we are looking for now, let's presume we are not going to have any kind of news here, where I believe it's not going to happen. Okay, and there's another thing, just a second. Okay, I will zoom so you guys will understand. This last candle here, it's a shooting star. So we have a shooting star in the top, and in the same range that we had strong rejections for the lower highs. Can you guys see? Bang, 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 bang. This rejection, there is a strong, very strong resistance, and also sellers pressure. That's why we end up with all those rejections here. Okay, so have this in mind. This candle is 100% bearish. The bears already jumped in, but the bears are not guilty for the last dump that we had on Bitcoin. Okay, we know the just a second, please. Okay, let's go. We know the bears are not responsible for the sell-off that we saw in Bitcoin in the last days. We know that the miners that they won't be profitable anymore due to the halving, they are taking profits. And some others that will go bankrupt, they are also taking profits to pay their bills or their loans and etc. Okay, so the bears are not the bad guys here. Okay, have this in mind. And back to the weekly. And another thing here about the 10K level, I saw a guy who is not a trader or not a market analyst, etc., saying that we broke the resistance and the resistance became support, and now we are going up. Okay, so this is not going to play out. This won't end well for people who are waiting for a bull bounce here. Okay, so watch out, stay safe, have this in mind, and trust the charts. Okay, don't trust people who don't trade or don't live they are not professionals. Okay, they don't live for their analysis and trade. Okay, so let's go. For the sake of this example, let's tag this guy here, and now I'm going to show you what we have. We have a perfect Elliott setup here for bullish continuation, which is A, B, B, C, and now we are going for the last wave. Okay, that's how it works. It's right now we have 5 of 6. Okay, this is the properly way to use and read and understand Elliott setup. Anything that's different from this, it's wrong. Okay, so it's not about me or what I know. It's about how it works. There's only one way to work. Okay, so let's keep going. So again, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The next one is the last one. Okay, and so here on the weekly we have another bearish candle following the monthly candle. This is somewhat a bearish spinning top, okay, trading below the 50% of this range here, which you know it's bearish, and we can measure this move as well. And now I'm going to show you on the 3 days, just a second, just to see if I'm not missing anything here. Okay, so let's take a look on Fibonacci as well. You guys remember all the levels for Fibonacci that are already highlighted, right? So valid pivot for this structure, golden trigger, continuation, and we made it to the 780, and we end up with what? Rejection. And what else we had here? I will take out the Fibonacci. This candle right here, shooting star, all the way bearish. Okay, now again, let's take a look back on the monthly to see what we have here. It's another shooting star. Okay, and don't feel hyped about the green action that we are having here. Okay, just another shooting star, no news. Let's take a look on the 3 days. Okay, just a second. So we saw where we end up in the previous rejection here. Okay, so no news for this scenario. Back in the day we also traded this range here, and also we shorted before the Beckett going live. That was before September 19, and Beckett going online September 23. That was the day that I was calling for a strong sell on Bitcoin, and we end up with this sell. We made huge profits back in the day, but okay, let's keep going. Okay, so now again, let's measure the last event. Okay, so this one here is to measure the last action. Okay, so before, let's take a look on the previous one. That is this guy here. Okay, to find out the bounce for this one. Okay, so here we had our, as you guys can see, here was inverted head and shoulders that we also longed here back in the day. I call it for 6765, and we made the targets, and also strong correlation with the 50% range. That's the price average for the whole structure. Okay, and then now we go to the right. So here in this scenario we were waiting for a possible move to 10 and 500. That was possible, and was even possible to see something around 11. Okay, and because these moves would still be a lower high compared to the previous one. So this was targets that we were waiting for based on the halving and FOMO and etc. But it didn't happen. Okay, no problem. We will keep looking for continuation. Okay, so now let's take a look on this guy right here. The second. Okay, so we had the valid pivot here, validated. We also traded here, if I'm not wrong. Yes, we longed the bounce for around 4181. We waited for the action from the buyers that were also looking for this level. And going on, okay, valid pivot, trigger on the 50, trigger on the golden. And here we knew that this scenario here was possible, but didn't happen due to the reasons that we talked right now. And also we end up with another lower high. Okay, so for later continuation, this scenario here is amazing, is great for us. Okay, so don't be angry because we are going down again. Okay, this is amazing news. And now let's take a look from one to the other. Okay, the strength of this whole move here. Okay, so this one was way above 80%. Okay, and the impact here for a cross above this level, we would be looking for 127% retrace. That would also give us another lower high. That's the scenario that I just showed to you guys. Okay, and so now what we are looking for right now, so that's the moment of the truth, what matters here. This whole structure for Bitcoin, so the chances that we go down here are very, very low. It's way below 5% or maybe around 1%. Okay, so probably very, very unlikely to happen, very unlikely to happen. And I also don't expect a strong sell like these ones here. Okay, one of the reasons, first reason, we know that with time the volatility and volume fade. Okay, so that's what gives us contraction. And what is about contraction? So let's take a look here for the bigger picture. Let me take out this guy just for a second. I will go to the weekly. So this is Bitcoin, okay? And the forecasts we have, believe or not, don't trust my words, you can find the values for yourself. The first, this is the last target, around 180,000. And so this is the macro view for us. Okay, so don't expect a move like this. Okay, it's going to happen by stages, or stage 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, or stage 1, 2 and 3. Okay, now let's go back to the 3 days. Okay, so and the second reason is this. This is not a perfect symmetrical scenario, but the nature of the whole picture is clear. We can see it here. okay? And this is bullish continuation. In the previous video, I showed an example on how this plays out. So for the sake of this example, this is bulls in control, okay? And even if we pick the whole picture, this is bulls in control, okay? And so for bullish continuation, right? But not with a straight move, by stages, okay? Something like this. And if this scenario was bearish, which is not, we would have something like this, okay? Because this is a continuation structure, okay? So let me zoom back. Okay, and so the second reason now why I don't believe we will end up with a strong sell here, like this one and like this one here, because right now due to the halving, we know that whales are not keeping dumping Bitcoin, okay? So it doesn't make sense at all, okay? And they also are aware of the whole picture here. They also know this is bullish, okay? So instead of have a strong sell here, we are going to see a very fading and boring scenario, very likely, okay? This is not a fact, I am speculating here, but the reason is the volume will fade, okay? And we also can see here the volume is so let's take a closer look for a better understanding. Can you guys see all this impulsive and aggressive way up? Very aggressive, right? But what happened with volume? This one here was the pump before the dump, before the halving, okay? That some people were talking about it, and we knew that this would happen. Okay, so no news, but again, aggressive move, decreasing volume. This is bearish, okay? Because down theory says that for a healthy bull market, we need health volume. Otherwise, it's going to be a problem later, okay? So right now we are going to have probably a scenario like this before our bull break, okay? And another info here that may happen, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it's possible to see. We know this is our last leg down before the last train, right? Yes. So the problem is this whole structure here can't happen again inside this range, like a micro pattern. So what does it mean? What we are talking about? So let's say we make a higher low way above, and then we go tight, and then we go tight again, and then before the bull break, okay? Because a lot of people will be frustrated, they will be angry, there is nothing happening in crypto market is dead, nobody cares about crypto, regulation didn't come, this is a mess. And this will be the perfect scenario for the bull break that people have no idea how this will be, okay? Just for you guys to have another idea of how this can play out. Here we didn't had we had around 84% retracement, if I'm not wrong, but as you guys can see here, we didn't had a perfect continuation scenario, okay? And this wasn't a bull flag, okay, but was a broken mirror pattern, which is also leads for bullish continuation, okay? But here in this scenario is totally different, Okay, has nothing compared with these guys here. Nothing. This is something totally new. Okay, and so let's try to look like this, and then this big structure here, and the outcome of all this action here will lead us to a explosion, which people won't believe what will be happening. Okay, the candles here will be power candles with full body. Okay, candles like $3,000 candles, maybe 2,500, but it's going to be something beyond what people are expecting. Okay, and we already have targets. The first targets for the bull break. The first one will be breached with some delay, and the second one will be somewhat faster. Okay, so a lot of people, oh sorry, okay, so this is the first target, and this is the second target. The second one is around 24,000, and the first one is below the previous all-time high. If I'm not wrong, it's around 17,000. Okay, I have the exact number here. It's 17 and 711. This will be the main resistance for Bitcoin once we take out these highs here. Okay, most people will be expecting, for people who are supporting resistance traders, they will be waiting at this level here. Okay, so 19,666, and the main resistance will be around this level here. Just a second. Okay, so this guy here will be the main resistance and not the previous all-time high, and I'm going to show you why. This level here, the all-time high, it's not a main resistance level. Okay, what we know here, we were rejected from 17 and 666. Oh sorry, 17,711. Okay, so the main resistance, again, have this in mind, this is the main resistance level, 17,711. Okay, because what we are probably going to see here are something similar. Instead of going straight for the all-time high, imagine that we break from the previous highs, and then we trade here like this, and then bang, take out all the bears that were waiting around the all-time high. Okay, so this is mind games, this is strategy. There's a lot of money involved. People are always doing math and working on their risk management, so it's not only about lines. Okay, have this in mind. I'm going to draw the proper line again, and I will show you in the monthly chart for you to have a better idea. Just 1 second. Let me take out these lines here for a better understanding. This is the monthly chart. Can you guys see what I just said to you? We were rejected from this key level, 17,711. So the all-time high, let me draw here. This guy here. So let's go here. Okay, so the first line is the all-time high, and the lower line, it's our main resistance level. So all-time high, not the resistance level. And again, we end up rejected on 50% plus here. And then in the next attempt, that was the dead cat bounce or loser rally, we traded below our key resistance. Again, 17,711. That's the level we and the bulls will be looking for when the bulls are loose on the run. Okay, so again, support and resistance traders will be wiped out in this scenario here, okay, without a doubt. And okay, so another thing, let's take a closer look for the lines. Just if maybe you can see the range. Let's draw it again. And 17, just 1 second. Okay, it's a very narrow range, right? And we know a lot of people will take their profits, they will release their profits, right? And they will close their positions. But the smart money, the bulls, they are aware of this. Okay, so in my humble opinion, we are going to make a top below or around this level here. We are going to develop a small structure and then wipe out everyone in a single blow. Okay, because we already know months or weeklies in advance. As soon as Bitcoin starts to go up, people will start to open their shorts on this level. So everything will be accounted. They will know in advance how much they will need for this bull break. And all these shorts placed in this range will fuel even more the fire, because once the shorts are closed, they have to buy, and it will give even more strength for the bulls, which means this bull run here will be cheaper and not expensive. Okay, so this is just a quick insight for the bigger picture. Now let's take a look on the small time frame. Just 1 second, please. Okay, let's go. Just a second. Just a second, please. Sorry. Okay, so right here, what we are looking now, it's we are looking for a valid pivot. And for Bitstamp, it's not set so far, but for a few others exchanges are already set, okay, which is a bear trigger. Okay, this is a red flag for the bulls and a call for the bears. Let's take a quick look on the 4 hours. Okay, so here let me show you what we had and what we were waiting for. As you guys can see, we were developing this rising wedge, okay, 100% bearish, and we were waiting for the conclusion of this move. Just a second. So we were waiting for this scenario to play out to place our shorts, okay, but we lost a trade here, which is not a big deal. We made it, this trade here, we made the long and we closed it around this level here. And so what we are looking now, it's a bearish continuation for this scenario here. So just another way to look at this, okay? Who is in charge from the small picture? The sellers, right? If we draw a Fibonacci here, we are going to address this level so far, okay? So this will give us this scenario right here. And what we will look in the coming hours, maybe the coming days, the average for the 50% of this guy here. This will be the average for this structure here, okay? And the bears in control, we are expecting for bearish continuation, okay? And so I think this is it. I believe I covered everything. I hope this analysis and my review can help you to improve the way you read, the way you understand, levels to watch, numbers to do the math, and also the small picture. I hope you will stay safe. Watch out for key levels if you are trading. And thank you very much for your support. Thank you very much for your time, for your patience. And maybe I will see if I can work on the Tesla analysis today. Okay, I have a issue that I have to fix here, but this is it, guys. Thank you very much, and let me take a quick look on the chat. Hello everyone. Elliott Waters, hello David. Urbane, hello Future Boy. John Ripple, hello. J Luciano, my man. Yes. Hairu, hello. Greg, my brother. Residual Chaser, hello. No name. So a year or two before new all-time high? No, it will happen in the coming months. Okay, it's going to be soon. Won't take too long. Marty, how are you doing? It will go up and down and up. No charge. Yeah, something like this. That's what we are expecting. Then Helder, how are you doing, my brother? Haha, my man. John Ripple, hello, my friend. Then Helder, oh, okay. Future Boy, David, hello, David. How are you doing? Tesla just threw a wrench in the works. Yes, no doubt. So, guys, this is it. Thank you for your support, your patience, and your time. Don't forget to hit the like button. You can do it for free, without charge. It will help me. I will keep making more videos like this. Don't forget to subscribe. Share with your friends. This is good information. I know someone out there will find value on this analysis, this knowledge. Okay, so this is it for now. Thank you again, and I will try to be back in a few minutes. Yo, Joe. Thank you, John. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks again. See ya.